Hello. My name is Melody Shikari. Yes, I am. Now, when I tell people that I'm running for Congress, I usually get a look like, you? Aren't you a little young? Aren't you a little different? You don't look like an average white male that usually runs for Congress. Early on I had a lot of people who worried for me, which was kind of funny because I already worried myself. And so I started thinking a lot about women and risk. But I'm going to start at the beginning first. This was me when I was little, and I don't remember what I wanted to be, but I was happy-go-lucky, not good at public speaking, and raised by a man who didn't know how to smile at a camera. So that was helpful. But I was kind of bookish. I really liked books, and I dreamed of being a librarian and owning this library. That dream is still alive, although Game of Thrones updated it a little bit. And it really basically got to this point because I was encouraged to take risks early on. So, for example, I failed in getting into GPS the second time that I tried. The third time I got it. And failing and doing that a lot, I did graduate and I ended up here. But I graduated thinking that women didn't get the jobs that they didn't have because they didn't want them. And I was wrong, and somewhere along the line, I figured out, based on data and experience, that there's a real problem going on, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So the problem that we have is that women aren't representative in our community, and something just ain't right about that. And I think Dolly says it best with that look. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I mean, that's a national figure. There's a lot of women that aren't represented in business and in politics, but in Chattanooga, 53.9% of our community is women. You tell me if you think that that's also in politics and business. And these are a picture of some of these amazing women, most of whom I know. But I'm going to throw a little data at you, so try not to be too afraid because the numbers are really small. They're really small. So we're going to start with business. So the number of CEOs and the biggest employers, 8% are women. Directors overseeing boards of the region's publicly traded companies, 10% are women. These were all reported within the last year, and so we definitely have a problem with female representation in some of our businesses. But even smaller numbers are in politics, so the number of mayors, governors, or U.S. senators from Tennessee is 0, and the percentage of elected officials in Hamilton County is 16%. That's pretty small for 54% of women in our community. So I also thought about anecdotal things, like what's the word on the street? Why am I actually here? And I'm actually here because I heard a lot of women tell me that they don't have a lot of female mentors at work because a lot of women in the workplace aren't reaching down and pulling other women up. They've told me they don't feel like anybody talks about a lack of minority representation in Chattanooga or in the country, and that there's a big problem and women aren't brave enough to say it. In fact, I was very scared to come on stage and talk about this because it's not the most interesting thing about me, and it's also something that's it's not polite to talk about necessarily in groups. Unless you're with other women, then it's okay. Drinking coffee with perfectly manicured nails. So why should we care? Well, I started caring because I wanted to encourage other young women to run, and I tried to look around and find some examples, and I couldn't find any. So we all have cousins and nieces and nephews and children, and that's why it matters. It doesn't necessarily matter for me, but it matters for them. And why not, every time Wonder Woman got in her plane, her invisible plane, I'm sure fear was a part of it, but we kind of have to get over that in order to address our real problem, which is probably why I dress like Wonder Woman every Halloween for the last 12 years. And you can ask some of my friends about that. But I managed to get past this fear and the mental doubt that I think a lot of women have. That's a huge barrier because I have a wonderful family. I don't think everybody always has a family like this that literally, in the toughest times before you get newspaper endorsements, will tell you that you're wonderful and that you can do it. And if you fall, it's okay because they'll be there to help kind of pick you back up. So a lot of days are like this, and you don't always see this. It's actually really hard to find women politicians like crying or upset, but a lot of days are like that, and we don't always talk about the days that look like that. It's so much better to talk about it after the newspaper endorsements. But it's a lot about changing the way our mindsets are, and that's both the people that's both you as an individual and the people around you. So the next time you see somebody doing something, instead of saying, why are they doing that, saying, oh, I'm really interested to know more about that. And I deal with that a lot. I see someone in a short skirt, why are they dressed like that? Not, some other, and you have to fight that constantly. And I think that's something we don't address, that it's a long road to changing your view, your worldview. But I think we can do it together. And that's one thing that's hopeful is that, but it will take all of us. I don't think it's an individual sport. You can't go by yourself and make it. I think you really have to depend on people around you. So we're all Wonder Woman. Feel free, all of you, to get dressed up on Halloween with me. We can all, especially the guys, I think it would look really good. We can all do this together and be each other's support systems and say, look, you can fail. I wouldn't do what you're doing, but I think what you're doing is awesome. So tell me what you need. Tell me what I can do. Oftentimes women need other people to help validate what they're doing because it is new and it is different. And a lot of people in this room have supported me early on. And I hope that whether or not I fail, they think that it was worthwhile, because it's a lot easier to talk behind people's backs than it is to actually encourage them to try something different. And that there's a lot of good examples in Chattanooga where different things, people believed in them and now they're real things. And there was a lot of criticism early on and they went past it. And women are such an important part. I mean, everybody here should have a mother, I think. Somebody gave birth to you. So they're a part of our community. They're a part of our lives. I like my strong moms and my strong women. I also like the strong women that support women. But this always goes back to say, if you're taking a risk, what you're really saying is I believe in tomorrow and I will be a part of it. And we need more people doing that, especially here in Chattanooga. So thank you all for listening, and have a good night.